Yeti for Yama Obibiara Aquaba, aha a daily trends. Ayana or the comment section ato a year a whole amayan, not wagenche amayan. Sabri yensem and yanko and semu emu.
Flag bearer. It took him some time to choose the running mates. In fact, Dr. Bawumia was elected a year before the general election. And he told us that he would be choosing his running mate in February because he was elected in December 2023. And he said that February 2024 he chose his running mate. But it took him some time around, May, June, or July, that he chose Matopoku Prempeh. Okay, so that is that. It is all because there were some elements to be a normal new patriotic party. They didn't like Matopoku Prempeh. And they were confusing Dr. Bawumia, poisoning Dr. Bawumia about Matopoku Prempeh. And his own people, Ashanti people, on one call for to Kusiata, they were maligning him, paying money to a central force of malign and destroy the image of Matopoku Prempeh. So that is that. So Dr. Bawumia at a point became confused. So it was like, should I drop Matopoku Prempeh or I should continue? Should I drop Matopoku Prempeh? And I say, me continue and na me appointed. So Dr. Bawumia was in dilemma, serious dilemma, because Akufo-Addo was not supporting Matopoku Prempeh. We don't know why, because we are told that NAPO was very hot our cabinet, especially in Ashanti projects. When it comes to Ashanti development, NAPO was very, very hot to them, very critical to them, so they couldn't handle Matopoku Prempeh, our cabinet. So the people that think that no mere loyal to the Akufo-Addo wanted Matopoku Prempeh out from the life of your friend say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, paying money to destroy and tarnish his image. Then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, according to Manasa Azuri book, said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when he appointed Matopoku Prempeh, he couldn't tell Nana Akufo-Addo that, I'm appointing that Matopoku Prempeh. Dr. Bawumia had to call Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II. I only do come on or catch and say, we're appointing a Nana and Matopoku Prempeh as a running mate. He couldn't tell Nana Akufo-Addo because there was so much confusion. It's not a matter of Dr. Bawumia is not a man of his words, and I say when you're strong, say I ought me go, but he was saving situation. He didn't want any instability in the party because that party the baby and do no economic indicators in domestic exchange bond, inflation, exchange rate, blah blah, everything was going against NPP. So he was very cautious, on creating something that will bring mixed feeling and negative feeling among the party faithfuls. I have a creative problem in the hierarchy, but down there people liked Matopoku Prempeh. He chose Matopoku Prempeh because he realized that when you go to Ashanti region, Alan Chamati has left the party, and Alan Chamati is from Ashanti region. He chose Matopoku Prempeh. He realized that look, Ashanti region becoming shaky for New Party. So if you choose Matopoku Prempeh, who has created empire for himself, and Ashanti region, both Ashanti, Central region, Western region, even some part of Northern region, were creating empire within the PCC. People will embrace the vice presidential candidate of Matopoku Prempeh. So he chose Matopoku Prempeh. So he told the two for that what choose Matopoku Prempeh as his running mate. Okay. Then the two for called Nana Akufo-Addo. Only need to come on head and passing comment that you cry na vice president in America say we choose me nana Magnapo. And how they go for oh yeah, I see. Oh yeah, I see. Then they had no choice than supporting Matopoku Prempeh. Okay. So they went to the election and so now NAPO is a former running mate. Dr. Bawumia is not a former running mate. Dr. Bawumia is not former flag bearer. He's now a flag bearer for New Party. It's up to him to choose a running mate again. Now listen to me. The next time I came to tell you a story. Now and Sebi Boba let's start reading. Let's watch Kwesi TV quickly. Kwesi TV. What the Kwesi TV yesterday published on the Facebook. Okay, so this is what Kwesi TV said. I'm using Kwesi TV because sometimes when people start gimmick, they start from here. Gimmick, so this is what Kwesi TV said. I said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia informs Akufo-Addo and Kufuor over his intention to drop NAPO. Dr. Bawumia informs Akufo-Addo and Kufuor over his intentions to drop NAPO. This one coming from Kwesi TV. Okay, there's two journalists in this country. You can't move page tree news. We are seeing my tree news here, depa. In fact, the transition as a newscaster to a political host or current affairs host was superb in the person of Kwabena Bobiansa. Baby, I will be a church or couple. So Kwabena Bobiansa also Facebook. Let's watch what Kwabena Bobiansa said. Kwabena Bobiansa's official Facebook said, Bawumia informs Akufo-Addo and Kufuor over his intention to drop NAPO in Fantibeyedwe. Okay, so this one is coming from Kwabena Bobiansa. Now, if you watch how the construction not Etienne, it is the same thing that the Kwesi TV for published here. So the question is, did the Kwesi TV copy from Kwabena Bobiansa or Kwabena Bobiansa copy from the Kwesi TV? We don't know. But whether we like it, this is what has come out. I don't know the iota of this story. Say I don't know. But the bottom line is it is all over the place. That this publication is all over the place. That Bawumia informs Akufo-Addo and Kufuor over his intention to drop NAPO in Fantibeyedwe. People are saying that since Kwabena Bobiansa and a Facebook tweet and say they want to bring a serious topic that will take over the media space from Monday to Friday, so that it will swallow the cocoa issue. That is what we did the commentaries now. Sana and Kofoka. That is not my case. Now let's start let's continue. Listen. Bring back Dr. Matopoku Prempeh. Yes, okay. Now listen to me. In National Democratic Congress, no vice presidential candidate ever since 1992. Twice. Abra no to me, and that's more to me to me. You didn't call twice apart from Nano Pokwajibai. Because in 1992, President Rawlings chose Aka. He chose Aka as a running mate because there was an alliance. Aka has his party NCP, National Conventions Party, then National Democratic Congress NDC were there. But strategically, the NDC realized that most of NCP for CPP, because CPP that time he lifted the ban of CPP as a political party. So CPP form more political party. Akoko Daku was a CPP, and of course NCP was also CPP. So they wanted the CPP votes. Since Akwa NDC, most of them were CPP people. So they decided to contact Aka to have an alliance. So they had an alliance and they had a dialogue. A dialogue, they said, okay, I'm heading the NCP, you are heading the NDC. NDC is bigger than NCP. So Rawlings became the presidential candidate, the Aka became vice presidential candidate. They won 1992. But when the Amamole Kosono, Aka became hostile to Rawlings. So in 1995, Aka fought Rawlings and left the party. He was not attending the cabinet meeting and all that. You understand? So when Rawlings are ate Natalia. So 1996, you had a election. Now Aka that's your vice president, but now Rawlings are dropping. Now Rawlings are dropping. Akofa Professor Bills. I did not call your friend say a 1996 election. So Aka also joined NPP and formed great alliance with NPP. So he became the running mate to President Kufuor. That is that. So it's two. It means that 92-96 we had Aka and President Mills. Then 2000 Rawlings left because Article 66 no binding on Obedium. So Mills took over and chose Martin Amidu as his running mate. So he went to the war with Martin Amidu. And President Kofa won. So 2004, when NDC maintained the friend maintained Professor Mills as their flag bearer, people thought that he would maintain Martin Amidu. But he did not maintain Martin Amidu. He went in for Alhaji Mumuni. Was a parliamentary candidate then he chose Alhaji Mumuni at that time. Dropped Martin Amidu. Wallace has sent Martin Amidu to Burkina Faso for some program. When he came back, they had already chosen Alhaji Mumuni. So it means that from 1992 to 2004, the candidates Makumako Aka, Nels, and Martin Amidu and Mumuni 4. Okay. Then 2008, FDC maintained Atamils as a flag bearer for 3 consecutive times, and people thought that he would be moving with Mumuni. Okay, at that time Mumuni has left the scene. Akwaji Ekowa Juma. So at that time, now Kofofi said he could have gone back and choose Martin Amidu, but he chose President Mahama. So President Mahama became the 5th running mate at the Manchester Democratic Congress. So it feels that from 92 to 2006, they changed every election. NDC changed a running mate. Okay, then 2012 elections, Professor Mills has died and President Mahama has taken over as a vice president. He had taken over as a president. Then NDC maintained him as a flag bearer. Okay, then you choose him as a president in your parliament. He chose Pakwesi and Mr. Arthur as a vice president. Pakwesi and Mr. Arthur was not chosen as a running mate. He was chosen as a vice president. Okay, then was repeated in 2012. They went to the election and won. So Pakwesi and Mr. did not contest as an only running mate, but contested as a vice president. President Mahama contested not new candidates but also a president. But Nano Pokwajiman was contested with President Mahama in 2020 and 2024. He's the only person and can maintain power or maintain in 2020 and 2024. So it means that from 92 every election at NDC they changed vice presidential candidates, with the exception of 2020 and 2024. Okay, so that is that. Election be on the dynamics. Election be on the kwanya ye faswa and you choose your running mates. And the president, and the vice president, the presidential candidate, and the Bepeka say, when I met me na yedmo, when I'm a sha, obeti me abuami. So that is that. Obeti me as a semi panel, do pebia. Okay, so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can change my topoku prompe. He can change my topoku prompe. But this is coming from me. If Dr. Bawumia drop NAPO, if you drop NAPO, it will be a chaos. Disaster will hit NPP. I'm telling you. Those are listening to me should tag his people that if you drop NAPO, there will be chaos and instability in New Patriotic Party. I'm telling you, because one, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not drop Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia after 2008 elections. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not drop Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia after 2012 elections. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not drop Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He went to the election with him in 2016. He did not drop him, despite that he was a vice president. He did not drop in the 2020 elections. And ultimately, for being just one and drop on my topoku prempe, why a day? A day na why a day? Na pay a day. A day na praka being kalbida. I don't get it. Na po why a day on no be a bonnet? Why a day? The party failed in the last 2 years of their government. They failed. So we na mu failure. Na po ye day mo Kwame Nkrumah. Yes. NAPO is an UP man. The UP people don't have anything to do with Kwame Nkrumah. They think that Kwame Nkrumah is the reason why we are suffering. And And this is politics. So you can vote for him vote against him because of Kwame Nkrumah. You dare not telling him say your Kwame Nkrumah say no can ye. Matopoko Pepe apologized because it was a national campaign peak. In our cry who I see as a son of poor dear 1 year Bolivia. I'm telling you, one, you maintain NAPO, you have won back the trust of Ikebedo of Nejapo. You maintain NAPO, then a lot of people that the empire that he has created for himself and Kofodinetino will support you to go and amass the power. That's it. If you drop NAPO, you have problem in Ashanti region. Take it from me. Don't joke with it. When you think that all is right, all is well, and the Ashanti there yet. No. You drop NAPO, you fail in Ashanti region, and this will get 45%. Take it from me. This is a second election. Forget about 2024. If you drop NAPO, and this will get 45% in Ashanti region. I'm catch wrong.